What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is the end of the week now. If you saw earlier this week's video, which will be here, I think that's where the card, one of these corners, that's where the card is. Anyways, so we went over how to properly test your water, make sure that the ammonia, the nitrate, the nitrite, and your pH is all good. Now, at the end of the video, I went over how I'm going to change my beta from that bio orb that I found at Walmart a while ago to a rimless tank. That's just like my nano tank, but instead of having that filter that's in the nano tank, it's a little different of an aquascape as well. So I went over there, moved it all. I'll actually show you a video here. So as you guys can see, I changed out the layout. It's definitely not that bowl form anyways. It's more natural. Got some bamboo, got some logs. The water is more brown because I have that wood that leaks into the water, just kind of make it more of a natural environment for it. So yeah, I love it. It has the filter in the back, so super nice. It's my favorite so far. Actually, I think I like it better than my nano tank, but that's okay. That's okay. So what I'm gonna do is, because I changed it over, I kept the same water, but today we're going to treat the water. I did the testing already, so I know all of the levels. The ammonia is a lot higher than it needs to be. That's mainly because of the filtration in the previous tank. There was really none, honestly. So this one, it has a little bit better filtration, but the ammonia is still high, and I gotta do a water change as well. So I'll teach you guys how to do all of that. So yeah, let's get started. Voiceover Lucas here. I did actually record my voice, but it just sounds terrible in the video, so I figured I would just do this. But as you guys can see, I'm using my little cup. Everybody has those times where you just have to use a cup to do a water change. I do a little less than 10%, just because of how new the water is, and I still want to cycle it properly. But yeah, I'm actually doing a water change on both of them, so it's just taking me a little bit of time. So I just aim for 10%. Doing weekly water changes helps a lot. Secondly, you guys can see me filling this up. I'm not using just plain tap water. I actually have an RODI system. If you don't have one, that's all right. You can still use regular tap water, but I definitely recommend getting one if your water contains high chlorine and a lot of other stuff that your fish just aren't recommended for. And as you guys can see here, I'm using an AquaSafe Plus by Tetra. It's one of my favorite things, just to get anything that the RODI system missed. And secondly, for the water change, I'm using a stress line by API. This is one of my favorite fail-safes. It also adds live bacteria as well, so definitely beneficial for both tanks. So yeah, and cool. Back to the treatment. So like I said earlier, the ammonia is a big problem in this tank. So of course we have to drop 10 drops per gallon. It is by a Vegetarian. It's one of my favorite ammonia removers. So we just went ahead and dropped 50 drops for 5 gallons. And yeah. After you've done the water change and the water treatment, if you're still getting that ammonia problem, it's possible that you're either overfeeding or your filter just isn't picking up as much as it should. Don't assume all hope is lost after you've done all of those things. Sometimes the filter just doesn't pick up as much as it can. Now, that being said, you can add some cleanup crews to your tank, like some mystery snails, some shrimp, and some other things. You can also pick up isopods if you really would like. I'm not a fan of them, and I actually never had them before, so I don't really know. Other than that, that's pretty much all that you really need to do. I do recommend doing water changes at least once a week. That just kind of helps balance things out. Of course, if you started a new tank, your tank still needs time to cycle. That can take anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. So as you're doing your testing, the testing may fluctuate quite frequently. After your tank is cycled, then you kind of get what you're sticking for, and then you can treat accordingly. I know that this video is short and kind of just straight to the point for what I need. Of course, if you have any questions, just leave it down in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. Anything counts. Help the algorithm. Also, something cool, something exciting. I feel like an official YouTuber, even though I'm not. I have a Patreon page. That Patreon page is actually down in the description. It's just $3 a month if you would like. If you feel like that's too high, I understand. I'm just trying to figure it out. That's what Patreon suggested. So I'm sticking with what they got. And there'll be merch on there as well. Some exclusive content, private Discord, and I'll even do some one-on-one Zoom calls. So yeah, a lot to check out. Super cool, super exciting. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys at the beginning of next week. And then who knows what that video will be. Because I don't. But yeah, cool. Bye guys.